Alright, it's finally time. Welcome to the tour of the trailer in its current state. First of all, I'm in Oregon right now with my dad's family. Everyone's staying in these cabins. I'm in the trailer, and here's what it looks like. In the back, obviously, we have the bed. 2 bench seats here, one on either side, with the table that folds up. So this is where I'll be doing my editing while I'm on the trip. With the table folded up, you can kind of crawl under and access storage under the bed. Right now, just a big heavy blanket down there. Each of these benches will eventually be closed off here on the front and the sides, so the only way to access them would be through the doors that I built in the top. So this will all be storage underneath on both sides here. Up front, plenty of counter space. This is not the final countertop. This is just some nice plywood that I installed to get me through the trip here. Again, doors will eventually be put on all of these cabinets here, so all this stuff will be hidden. There's going to be shelves inside as well, so that I don't just have to set my clothes on the ground like this. Closest to the door, there is a tall closet here, so the clothes will be in this one. Typically in these old campers, the layout was to have a closet right here next to the door, and I didn't like that because it kind of closes off the space. So as you walk in, there would be this big wall here, and it would make the whole thing feel a little bit smaller than it actually is. So having it nice and open like this means when you're standing here looking in, it looks big. Plus I have my solar panel wiring coming down through the roof up here in the corner of the closet. That wiring runs all the way through to the electrical closet here, which includes a 100 amp hour lithium battery, solar charge controller, and then I have a fuse box here that's running all the power. This side's a little messy, a little ugly, but it runs power to the refrigerator. Camping essentials right there. Water and beer, a little bit of yogurt. That fridge runs entirely off of 12 volt, off of the solar. And then also on this side, a couple 12 volt outlets, which I'll use to charge my computer and camera, and one tiny light on a switch. That's just a temporary light that I put in so I could actually see on this trip. Obviously I'm not going to have wires exposed like this, but I didn't really have time to figure out how to route these wires through the walls and into the ceiling quite yet. Also being added after this trip, cabinetry across the top here. We'll have some shorter cabinets up here for food storage, mostly. So, there it is. Welcome to the trailer as it currently exists. I'm excited. I'm here for tonight with the family. I've been here all day today, kind of just relaxing, hanging out with the family. And then tomorrow it's back on the road. I'm headed to Yellowstone National Park, to Glacier National Park, and then finally to the Gorge in Washington for Group Therapy Weekender, seeing Above and Beyond for like the 40th time with a big group of friends. So, if you'll be at ABGT Weekender, let me know. Come say hi. That's not for another week and a half. Still plenty of adventure to come on the road.
Trainer tips! Wait, trainer tips! Wait, trainer tips!
Just getting a good stretch in here. Trying to keep the blood flowing in my legs. It's another long day of driving today. I've been on the road since about 9:30 this morning. It's 4:30 in the afternoon now. Still a lot more time on the road. Today, well right now, I'm in central/eastern Oregon. Beautiful, but there's not a lot going on out here. And I haven't eaten since breakfast, so hopefully a town's coming up soon. There's some farms around me right now. But today I'm headed to Yellowstone National Park. Not going to make it all the way there today, but I'm going to get pretty close so we can get there in the morning, pull in, and hopefully find a campsite. Because all this is kind of predicated on me being able to stay in Yellowstone for a couple days. So fingers crossed that that works out. In the meantime, 6 more hours of open road, probably. that's today's video uploaded, and this morning I woke up and decided, instead of driving straight to Yellowstone today, I'm gonna go a little bit south and drive up through Grand Teton National Park to get to Yellowstone. And that's really what the trailer is about. I had someone ask the other day in a comment, why is he building this trailer? What's going on here? Did I miss something? And the short answer is it's really just about having the freedom to wake up and go where I feel like going that day. You know, I have this bed, I have this box that I can live in on the road. It's a lifestyle I've always been fascinated by and really drawn to. And with YouTube, you can really work from anywhere. So this whole project is just about having the freedom to travel around what I think are some of the most beautiful places in the world, the national parks in the US, and still be able to work from anywhere. It's about freedom. And today I am free to visit Grand Teton National Park for the first time in my life. Good morning, rest stop. Oh, there's a truck coming in. Well, I missed the sign again, but I just crossed the state line into Wyoming, which marks the first time I've ever been in this state. Checked one off a shrinking short list of states that I've never been to in the US. Still on the list, Montana, we'll check that off very soon. Alaska, and then like some states in New England, Northeast, like Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, Connecticut. There's not many. Maybe we'll have to do a northeastern US fall foliage trip this fall. I'm getting close to the parks. I'm in Wyoming. This area of the country, Wyoming, and especially Montana, is probably the part of the country that I've wanted to visit the most for the last 5+ years of my life. So I'm really excited to finally be here and get to see all this with my own eyes. There is nothing quite like watching the mountains come over the horizon for the first time. Even better when there's Pokemon around. Shrinking Teton Glacier's plaque. There were actually a couple shiny checks back up closer to the parking lot over there. So, let's catch some Pokemon here in Grand Teton National Park. You ever just see a photo of a place on Instagram and think, one day I want to see that? Here it is, Grand Teton National Park. Let's name him Tito and treasure him forever. Looks like the shelter despawned, but seal? Okay, maybe not that one, but how about this one? My research for the day. Also seal. Also not shiny. The throws have changed. The distance on Pokemon has changed. The Pokeball physics and dynamics have changed. It's slight, but definitely a noticeable difference. Just a quick stop. One more turnout here. I'll go take the gym, spin the stop, and then we're continuing on to Yellowstone. Wow. Just, oh, they're behind the trees now, but some of the most beautiful mountains I've ever seen in my life. This has got to be a top 5 gym battle in Pokemon GO history right here. And also very quick and easy Pokemon to take down here. One shot. Well, 2 shot. Okay, 3 shot. It's a 3-shot battle. Now it's my gym. What's an appropriate Pokemon here? Definitely shiny. What about you? down. Alright, we're in Yellowstone. I'm still about an hour and a half, I think, from the campground that I'm trying to get a spot at. They don't take reservations. It's the middle of the day. Lots of people coming into the park right now, so hopefully, fingers crossed, we can get a spot there. Otherwise, I don't know what plan B is. BLM land, public land, just outside the park maybe. We'll figure it out. I can sleep anywhere, as long as it's legal to park there and camp there overnight. Well, this campground's full. I was kind of expecting that. There are a ton of people in the park. I guess we'll find out where else we can go. I just checked with the rangers. One campground has availability, and it's the next one up, so hopefully I can get there before too many other people fill up the spots. Never mind. Someone just got the last spot. So had I not gone through the Grand Tetons, I probably would have been able to get here early enough to get a spot. I still think it was worth it. Beautiful mountain range. I'm glad I got to see it. So now I have to head a little bit north, slightly outside of the park. It's national forest, so there's plenty of places to camp. The ranger here told me that there's a parking lot that I can stay in overnight, and then just come back here in the morning and get a campsite once someone checks out. So I guess that's the plan. Oh man. I really need to invest in some mud flaps now. That's gross. Before I leave the park, I'm gonna take advantage of actually being in the park and do one little hike up here. Let's start by taking a second to appreciate the Pokemon GO landscape here. This is not the only site in the park that has a ton of Pokestops and gyms. There's even a Shinx raid. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 gyms I can see right here. 8, if you count that one way down there. It's pretty crazy. To put in the gym. How about a yellow stone? Change of plans. I couldn't find the parking lot that she was talking about, so just some private campground here. Not a bad spot. Still close to the park. I'll head back in there tomorrow morning. But for now, it's time to eat. It's time to edit. I'll see you tomorrow.